Are we connected now? Reality? Is this okay? My translator didn't show up. This is one of the parts of the kerfuffle. I just carry on this way. If anybody's having trouble, just wave, you know. Yeah, good. Reality has a nasty habit of following us about. This is a good one. I notice nobody is taking notes. Huh? If this is because of the pencil situation, I can help you out. Huh? Perhaps the man takes notes. Just the good ones. Yeah. Don't elaborate. Just only the best, the absolute best ones. Mine. Well, we have already got through a sticky patch. This is quite good. Life is full of sticky patches. Traditionally, this is a little bit interesting, somebody should be to blame. I would like to make a suggestion that it not be you. It is far too early in the evening for anything to be your fault. Okay? My proposal. At this point in the proceedings, everything is my responsibility. No, don't write this down. This is just part of the long, meandering prologue designed to postpone things as long as possible, and to inform you that I'm a generous person who is always thinking in your best interests. My intention tonight, if I am to speak such things, is that we all emerge from this little meeting hall, because I'm a very generous person and I desire to be favorably disposed to you as you are to me. Good. Are we connected now? Reality? Is this okay? My translator didn't show up. This is one of the parts of the kerfuffle. I just carry on this way. If anybody's having trouble, just wave, you know. Yeah, good. Reality has a nasty habit of following us about. This is a good one. I notice nobody is taking notes. Huh? If this is because of the pencil situation, I can help you out. Huh? Perhaps the man takes notes. Just the good ones. Yeah. Don't elaborate. Just only the best, the absolute best ones. Mine. Well, we have already got through a sticky patch. This is quite good. Life is full of sticky patches. Traditionally, this is a little bit interesting, somebody should be to blame. I would like to make a suggestion that it not be you. It is far too early in the evening for anything to be your fault. Okay? That's my proposal. At this point in the proceedings, everything is my responsibility. No, don't write this down. This is just part of the long, meandering prologue designed to postpone things as long as possible. And to inform you that I am a generous person who is always thinking in your best interests. My intention tonight, if I am to speak such things, is that we all emerge from this little meeting hall somehow lighter, more vibrant, ready to do things, perhaps even together. And I'm not talking about the mud bathing or the rhythmic tribal activity with very little closings. No, that is not necessary. It's possible, I read the brochures, but no, we shall not do that now after yesterday. Is there anybody who came back? No, of course not. No. Tonight, I have other proposal. I would like to offer you the golden opportunity to embrace your inner wiggly bits. The secret ingredients of the bad drinks. But it is far too early in the proceedings for you to make that choice to live this danger. Because I have barely got started. In fact, I haven't got started. No, this is... I will, I promise. Please remind me. Yours. At this moment, I have you bound up in societal conventions. You are sitting comfortably, good quality furniture, more or less. I wish I could say the same thing about the acoustics of this room, but that is not your responsibility. Okay? So, no. Your responsibility tonight, very limited. Sit where you are. You may grunt various different flavors, from the hot to the oud, and etc., to quite profound whoa, if necessary. That's good, very good. You're getting the trick. You can also, and this is interesting, talk to me through the magnificent tool of the body language. So shift your weight from the one buttock to the other one buttock. This speaks millions, and you are probably very good at it. Yeah. Or you can do what this man was doing over here a few seconds ago. He was touching his chin. This is very clever. This is a sign that he is intelligent and is considering what I have to say to be something in the neighborhood of intelligence also. Perhaps, I don't wish to put words in your mouth, sir, but something like that. This is good. We have also now established camaraderie. This is very useful. Mostly for me. For him, it is a bit dangerous. Yeah. Good. Around me. I also have responsibilities, but they are decidedly different. I will try not to upset anybody. I have also my limits. I am not going to be clever. This is difficult for me. I perhaps will have attacks of cleverness. Please point this out to me. Try to stop me, but politely, non-violently. If you notice, which you probably will, you might. I'm also not going to be rude to insult anyone. No. No. Well, at least not consciously. Not everyone all at once. I don't secretly think that you are all a bunch of arseholes. No. This would not be constructive. Even though it's quite amusing to say it out loud. You are all a bunch of... sorry. No, I'm not sorry! I am also not going to nor am I going to be lecturious. Lecturious, this is not English. To speak conveniently tiny little somethings as if they were wondrous pearls of perfect wisdom. For example, we must get ourselves back to the time when stones were stones and cheese. Don't write this down. That is pure rubbish. That is moderately poetic, but rubbish. Good. And I also perhaps have indicated that I shall not be removing any of my closings and manifesting my metaphor. This is not necessary, even tempting. Yesterday was, let us just say we survived. The furniture remains intact. In the eyes of the gods, we are all already naked. That one can work out. And I like this. I like this bubbling. This is very good. Yeah. Let us be positive in this manner together. We can vibrate together in very repressed delight. Not naively, not sickeningly so. No. But in the consciousness that we have survived so far. Which perhaps, yes. Now that it is settled, we can have a constructive, pleasant human dialogue. Or at least the next best thing, which is me talking a little bit, before we have anything that resembles a crisis. Because, rest assured, the crisis is just around the corner. But you know this. What you didn't know, perhaps, is that I am a generous person who is here to help you. I worry, of course. Mostly about you. Not that you're stupid, no, nothing like that, but that you are human beings. And this, of course, is tragic. She's right. And it is also at least very, very inconvenient. I do have a plan, a half-finished, rough plan. Try to be nice, civilized, get to the point. If necessary, be nasty, uncivilized, brutal, offensive, and confrontational, but not in any great amounts, and not necessarily in that order. Our meeting, any meeting, is of course the major organ of the human cultural organism. This is what we do good. It is chemistry. At this moment, by cultural convention, perhaps you were, well, maybe out of your politeness or your chronic discipline. So is this here? Perhaps. It is sometimes hard not to be pessimistic that tonight will turn out to be just as empty of thought and action as yesterday. No, this is not really fair. Yesterday was in all little way brilliant. I'm not going to apologize for that either. That's a fact of life, such as Sausages? And what is missing? I suppose it is obvious looking at me that I have been bribed in my time. I have dined on exotic fruits, also in liquid form. I have been given more than one box of chocolates. I am getting the sensation that you people are not afraid of me. That at any moment I will be exposing the darkest secrets of your fragile, hollow souls. Then you could be. You should be. Please, rest assured I shall not reveal the secrets of your darkest, hollow whatevers unless you cooperate. Oh, no, this is rubbish. Please, I have been trying to avoid this. You have been hoping that I would avoid this. Forget it. It's okay. No, don't forget it. Everything vanishes off into the distance, into that secret place we all have of deep, multi-crumbling despair. I am not a clever man. I do not wish to be clever, frightening you with my suffering in my very generous manner so that my suffering makes you not have to. I am the man with the angst. You can be Mr. and Mrs. Safety in numbers. I mean, some of you may be having a wonderful time witnessing my progressive misery. And mathematically consider the greater my progressive misery, the greater your gleefulness. It is sometimes hard not to be pessimistic, that tonight will turn out to be just as empty of thought and action as yesterday. No, this is not really fair. Yesterday was in all little way brilliant. I'm not going to apologize for that either. That's a fact of life, such as sausages. And what is missing from tonight? Absolutely nothing. You are here, I am here, we are here. This is perfect. You are perfect, I am perfect, we are perfecting. Was that good? Better? Is that up cheering enough for you? Huh? Please. Let us try a little experiment. Take a little peek at your neighbors. The unknown neighbor on the unknown side. Are they smiling? Of course they are smiling in this situation, they would be smiling. But do they look like the kind of people who will stop smiling the minute you turn away? I would like to add to your responsibility. If things get a little desperate, a little bit grim here today, please do not hesitate to poke one another vibrantly with your elbows. Just to cheer them up. To cheer up your neighbors, not your elbows. But you know this. I think. suppose this was inevitable, given my reputation. You leave a desperate man alone with a chair and well, no, that's enough. The rest is obvious. Tonight, I am the guilty man. It is nearing the heavy bit. The time of crisis is approaching. Not necessarily my own, which brings up the deep paradox of interest to you. If I am to be the subject person, the guinea pig of this evening, this can be very predictable. If you are to be the subject person, this can be fright-filling, very, very messy. So I would like to propose in my infinite pleasantness to pull the old switcheroo, with your kind permission, to pull the switcheroo. To research upon myself, not as boring old me, but as you. Your representative, your guilty man, or not. Is this reasonable? You cannot grow grapes on a mountain. Well, you can grow grapes on some mountains, but not all the way up. You cannot grow grapes more than halfway up a mountain, average size mountain. Please pay careful attention to what you're thinking now. You are absolutely not wrong. Ignore the last 2 minutes. This is too much nakedness. I noticed that nobody interrupted me. This might not be a very good moment for it, but I am available for erotic encounters. I know I'm not supposed to say that kind of thing. It is a little bit despicable, but it's just that I get my hopes up. So, and I cannot do everybody. I just mentioned it. No, please ignore this last statement. If any of you are psychoanalysts, you will have long ago diagnosed me with an irresistible flirtatious nature. Please forgive me. Unless, of course, you're interested. I should also like to apologize for the next 2 minutes. I'm postponing the heavy bit. It may be inevitable, like sausages, but it is far too early for the heavy bit. No. now that you know me, you probably trust me. So if anyone here would care to flip out, to have a little holier than thou experience, this might be the jolly good time for it. It might disrupt my carefully structured structure, but it would have the advantage of well, if we have a total disaster here tonight, we could share the responsibility, 50-50. Perhaps I should mention the plans for the high points of our little gathering. We have a segment where 1 or 2, 3, 4, any number of things may happen or may not happen. I think I have mentioned the dramatic explosion. No. Well, this might be a very good opportunity for us to explode, to surrender our form and the trust that out of the fireworkery a new beauty will transpire. This is a possibility. This is not very likely, considering the entire history of human civilization has just given us endless variations on the theme of chaos, but I mentioned. We may have a miracle here tonight. This would be exceptionally lovely. If it is desirable, I can arrange to lead some repeats after meals. Not math suggestion, not mind washing. No. But some trial sentences to see if we are nearing universal truths. Society conditioned universal truths. This may sound a little pathetic, but it's often a little pathetic. Perhaps absolutely nothing happens here tonight, despite all my instructions to the contrary. Case dismissed. On the other hand, if the collective will here tonight is strong enough, and if we can gather ourselves in the vicinity of some small, tiny agreements, say, as to the essence of the human dilemma, and if we can locate and isolate these moments of agreements, it might just be possible to create an historic human moment of acute importance. This is elusive. For the time being, it remains abstract, but this is the most significant of buts. But this is even a finger-waving but. You must ask yourself, what on earth can we do together that is beautiful and at the same time hard and uncompromising? And this becomes the interesting part. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! This was insignificant. A flimsy skirmish in the winds of time that is already blown away. I appreciate your participation, but I don't really think so. This was mostly my being clever. Although some of you, many of you, may have caught a glimpse of your souls, probably scurrying away to hide behind a bush. But this is definitively not grand finale material. We shall have to do better. Our souls must out. Excuse me. It has been brought to my attention that some people at these little soirees think not that I am talking about our souls, the souls of us, but about our souls. This is something different. I repeat, it's a very good joke. I do not wish to talk about your buttocks, I wish to talk about our souls. I also could mention that I am now officially, formally started. Nobody said a word, nobody made a peep. None of you made a peep for some very, very good reasons. You were all a bunch of very civilized people. There may be some exceptions, but no, nothing major. And as civilized people, you probably do not worry very much about mere formalities such as, have we started yet? This is reasonable enough. It is, however, also dangerous. They may be mere formalities, but they are very important mere formalities to some people. And so, I would like to say at this point, welcome. Sincerely, welcome. I can also mention that I have become reconciled to accepting you as my beloved audience peoples. If asked, I would deny that I ever anticipated talking with people of more substantial political stature. Alas, it's not to be. It is we who are together here, you and me, baby. And you are charming. And I am intermittently charming. And the world is wunderschön. Almost. Almost wunderschön. If there were some small details that needed adjustment, I would like to suggest that we do so here tonight through the powerful medium of the human gathering. Yes? Oh? Maybe. I have a number of contacts who are optimists. It's very useful. Always have one or two in the vicinity. The rest of us are probably smarter, or at least more worried. And I am worried, greatly worried. Not that I have those tea stains on my cummerbund, no. Or that you will go home saying, oh, that was nice, what a lovely man. Please. No, I am greatly worried about, not specifically about the big something. The big something, the BS. It is time for structural adjustment, obviously. Scientists, and many of my best friends are scientists, they have given us fabulous terminologies and wonderful, intricate little descriptions of the neurological mechanisms that we use every day in order to avoid thinking about this something. The ROF, to retain our ROF, the repulsive optimism factor. Something like that. What is desirable and what is difficult is to break our general paralysis. Yours and mine, to break our general paralysis. I notice my voice sounds a little angry. Then it becomes very easy for you to think that I am a bitter, old, curmudgeonous pumpkin eater. Well, okay, that is all right. Life is not actually that much fun, although I could be enjoying myself here now. Why not? However, for our experiment's sake, you have no such option. If we are going to explore our collective dilemma and effective tactics for treating it, please be as miserable as possible. Grumpiness becomes your duty, if this is possible. If not, I have several strategies with which I can annoy you. Some psychomotoric treatments to stimulate your enthusiasm for misery. I may, for example, treat you as naughty children, near you. You, sir, are a complacent consumer bumpkin with tendencies towards self-serving. It really doesn't work. He's heard it all before. So, I can always reverse my psychology and treat your condition with excessive understanding. Because there are very many people here in this room who have legitimate grounds to feel very, very, very desperate. So, well, this is good, this is human, this is natural, so why don't you just run away? This is not very useful, this is cognitive therapy. Does not work! It's to tell people that they are people, you sir are a person. Yes, well, we are all people, and trees are trees, and shoes are shoes, and cheese, cheese. I absolutely refuse to be that understanding. And so I am left with the final strategy to treat you all with a generous dose of the simple facts. You have come to the house of the pi, 3.1415, etc., etc., and witnessed something unique and wonderful that gouges out the societal mechanisms of denial, exposing them to laser-sharp analysis so that they never again can sabotage our resolve. Am I depressing you? Well, yeah, I'm depressing me. And yet, this is not rock bottom. Huh? The worst is yet to come. But you know this. Perhaps we are fooling ourselves. A very tiny percentage of people in this room has ever stuffed their own sausages. You certainly, you seem to be perhaps a content person, happy person. I don't know. Greatly manifesting misery in any kind of way. Are you fooling me or yourself? Or there's not any secret you might possess it? No. Yeah, okay. Would you mind if I put my hand on your shoulder?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Thank you. And lo, there came before them a man, an empty-handed man, with grave delusions that he had something inside, and that if the gathering of the people could push him to the edge of his subconscious, something necessary would happen. So together they would create monumental beauty of great, vast import. And that out of the very pressure of his very empty-handedness, a tiny bubble of reasonable behavior would erupt. Some of you, many of you are now frightened that perhaps in your later years you will end up like me, blathering away to the void. I cannot leave, nor paradoxically can you leave. Well, you can leave, and in some circumstances will be considered an act of bravery. Give you a wonderful anecdote to tell at the dinner parties, but no, in this condition, our collective condition, I don't really see. If anybody's to leave, it is to be me. Again, very attractive proposition, but sadly, not realistic. We are all here together to the bitter end, no matter how frightening, how bad. a slurp from the fountain of maturity. It's worse at first. Many of you, most of you, are wishing that I get to the point. Thank you very much. This is not easy. If I have to say, look, here is the point, this is a disaster. This is a dramaturgical disaster. You will think that I'm being tricky. One question. I have been neurotically, perhaps, making you miserable successfully. Why is it so easy? How is it that chronic miserability comes so natural to you? Or to me? And not everybody. No. Just 67% of us. So if you personally feel that you are an optimistic, cheery person, then statistically you have a bundle of misery sitting on either side of you. I feel I should mention the following. We are now coming to the dangerous part. Life, as we know it, is about to get decidedly more unpleasant. It's my fault. And I offer no reassuring hugs, no? Okay. Everybody afterwards, with or without the schnapps. 1 each maximum. I suspect it is becoming increasingly obvious that the chances for concrete action here tonight are running out, without us even having got to a convincing poetic excuse for our togetherness. A moment of beauty. What is that? We are surrounded by moments of beauty, repugnant beauty. Rather, a moment of raw, embarrassing self-indulgence by one who should know better. Writing my own press clippings. A suggestion. Grow your own vegetables. This is not a sponsored link from the Global Your Book Society. No. This is investment advice. Please do it. I get the sensation that things are getting progressively more and more feeble. I'm not sorry for this, because these are collective feebleness that is here under examination, and it is very good. Perhaps our little together getting here tonight helps. I cannot say how. I cannot say that I personally feel all of a suddenly great amounts of hope. I am naive, but I'm not that naive. And yet, even though I have brought us almost by accident to the very brink of deep despondency, I can promise that within 2 days us will have returned to scratching our body parts and making some bad jokes as if nothing has happened. Well, nothing has happened, except that I made some unusually miserable. And so, in some way, it becomes my duty, my responsibility to make things better again, to turn your renewed awareness that the cake is cooked into well-informed resolve to take things on the chin and accept the drastic renegotiation of your comforts hold up. Oh yeah. Says that I would be polite. This is say such things, but this is a state of affairs. This too, strangely enough, is illuminating, and it is good, huh? You are good, etc., etc., you are perfect, etc., etc., we know this. The innate turny intestines, but our brains too are wonderful in a pathetic little way. And I'm not talking about you, sir, I'm talking about all of us. Our neurological constructions wipe these things out, the pain and the worry and the guiltiness. Our brains, our idiot brains, are designed to wipe these things out. And so it isn't really interesting that this infinite capacity to suppress the sensations of impending disaster is a historical necessity, a trick in order to exist at all. And it's a basic human survival tool that has, sad to say, defeated its usefulness and left us with this bloated organ of the unconscious, this champion of chronic paralysis, and this idiot center for all anesthesiisms. I mean, some of you here tonight, the very informed, could be said to be feeling no pain. But I'm not talking about the quality of the furniture, please. Some of you may even be enjoying yourselves. Well, I too am not necessarily not enjoying myself either. I could be. But it is equally conceivable that I am suffering now. Suffering greatly on behalf of us all. That is my job. And if this would happen, and here is my point, finally, if this was the case, I wouldn't even know it. Happy as a pig in shit because my neurological mechanisms tell me that this is the way things are supposed to be. This is normal, relax, cool things down. Do not get alarmed. No problem. We are neurologically programmed to pretend that life is the flowers and the butterflies and the children and blueberries. I can see what some of you are thinking. Your narrative is beyond contempt. You have no story. You are pathetic to the man hopping up and down, insisting that everyone become enthralled by your life's wisdoms. Will his moralizing never stop? Okay. That is reasonable enough. Perhaps this is the truth, the conventional truth, that all the good stories have been used up. That there is nothing more to be said or done. But who is going to get us out of this mess? Is there anyone here who possesses the same impulse and vestiges of human intelligence? Professional miracle worker, perhaps? Hey, if I turn my back, you could be working in peace. Also, I am rather curious about this kind of thing. Professionally, would like to watch. How's it going? Not a very comfortable situation for me. Doesn't feel very responsible. World miraculously readjusted while guilty man has back turned. And so, tonight, here, tonight, I am going to restructure the brain, the human brain, subtly restructure the human brain. It's not going to be easy. You need your help. We could, no. This is me, my experiment, my responsibility. So we could all do this, huh? If you think it would help. Huh? If we all restructure our brains at the same time, this might be very convenient later on. Huh? Please, please. Wait several minutes. What is the plan? We rebuild our principal circuitry, but we have no idea where we are going. This is not strategic. We just blow things open and hope for the very best. I suggest a proposition: we retain our brain. Make the best of the bad thing, but just keep it. Perhaps it might prove useful. I am going soon enough. I hate to do this, to leave you alone with one another. Perhaps we have done a good job of exploring the possibilities, even though we haven't done anything. I'm sorry about the yelling. We are foolish. I am foolish. You still have the option. It is not that such foolishness is contagious. No. It is worse than that. Foolishness is a prerequisite. To survive among modern humans is to embrace such foolery. Second, no, actually not, that was also rubbish. This has been very much for your own benefits that we have been here, so if more appropriate at this time, one of you whose cleverest words perhaps could spring spontaneously to their feet and thank me profusely for sharing my insights into this rather pathetic situation. No? Yeah? No, that's okay. That's okay. Good. But if you wish, somebody might wish to take over, while people are still sitting politely, last chance we get. In fact, this could be the universal formula. Gather some very important people, jump up, speak yourself to the very bottom while combating the outer limits of the pathetic with enthusiasm. I recommend it. Please. I have to encourage you. You encourage me. Yeah. The exit is here. You know this. Good luck with the you know what? In fact, there's probably a lot to talk about here, so if people want to come back after the dancing, we can take another round. Yeah, or perhaps over to the Pinelli. It seems to be open, but we can, there's room enough for everybody, and we can, yeah, perhaps. I shall not be going away and coming back. I find this a little bit artificial in this genre. So if we want to do any exaltation, well, let's just get it over with, huh? Oh, happy. Thank you. Hi, Nina. Ja, det var fint att åka på bron. Det var äldre som bonde, det var så kul.
Den lilla bussen.
Vi hade en stor kris, vi hade 0 personer